Hello and welcome to another episode of Musing about the delightful Taylor Swift. My name's St. Nicholas and we're going to talk a little bit about Taylor Swift and her time in Vogue and her article here in the Vogue magazine. Now, some background about Taylor and her history with Vogue. Taylor first appeared in Vogue in February 2012 with her song, and her song 22 was in the charts at that time. And I think that Taylor's been in the charts for about, been in Vogue about 6, 7 times. But what's interesting, of course, Madonna is infamous and well known with Vogue. Her first cover was done in February 1989, and that was British Vogue. And then in the summer of 1989 as well, Madonna was back in Vogue again. Then, of course, Taylor had her birthday on December 13th, 1989. And to complete the Vogue story in the Vogue lore, on March 27th, 1990, Madonna released the song Vogue, which is it's a great tune. So there's about 30 years difference between these two ladies. And Taylor's currently on the cover of Vogue, and Madonna's unwell and getting ozone therapy. But I'm sure she'll be better. So what we're going to do now is a little costume change and get into Vogue. And we're back. So now remember, the purpose of these videos is to encourage Taylor's loyal fans to watch the hashtag Braun video done by Tim, Tony, Stark, and Rifat. The reason being is we want Taylor to get what Taylor wants, and what Taylor wants is her songs back. So the super magician Ipsissimus, there's Robin. The super magician is using magic to help Taylor get what Taylor wants by creating the Braun video. You'll see the link in the description below. Every Swiftie who watches the video will power the magic to get Taylor what Taylor wants. So you'll love it because he's using his wand, he's using his magic orb, and the spell comes to life, and the newspaper article from the Sun catches on fire. It's a simply brilliant video. And again, you'll find that the more people who watch this video will create pressure on Braun. So Braun will start feeling the pressure building, like the noise of the airplane that's flying over us. But the pressure is there. So what you want to do is imagine every time you watch the hashtag Braun video, Tim, Tony, Stark, Rifat's doing his magic on Braun, imagine that you're placing a 1-ton block on Braun's consciousness. Plop! Because you watched it one time. So a view is a 1-ton block. Bam! Now, because Braun actually knows what he's done, remember last month he said, I'll be the bad guy longer. So his consciousness is aware that, it wasn't on the naughty list. So watch the hashtag Braun video and encourage others to watch the hashtag Braun video. And more people putting the 1-ton block on the consciousness of Scooter Braun. And then he'll start feeling the pressure. And as Freddie Mercury says, under pressure. Now, that was my impression of Calvin Harris being the lead singer of Queen, Freddie Mercury. And we all know that Calvin Harris can't sing. Isn't that right, Taylor? No. It's all right. It's all right to joke about Taylor's ex-boyfriends. That's fine. But let me get serious for a moment. And let's get back to the songs, Taylor Swift, and getting Taylor Swift's songs back. We're going to go through the following steps. And if you do these, this is going to have a massive impact. So, step 1 is watch Tim's video, hashtag Braun, link in the description below. Simply watching that video is dropping a 1-ton block on Braun's consciousness. Plop! Then, think of the Roadrunner, because beep beep, he runs along, and then he's always dropping 1-ton blocks on Wile E. Coyote. Beep beep, bah, off he goes. And of course, what does St. Nicholas do every year? He's dropping billions of presents through chimneys all around the world. So you have lots of imagery there. Then, if you're really keen Taylor Swift supporter, you could go one step further and watch the Queen music video, Under Pressure. And there's all sorts of things being destroyed in that video. There are being bridges blowing up, space rockets blowing up, people losing their jobs, buildings being collapsed. And you can put all of that into your one-ton block as well. That's if you're a super Swiftie fan. And all of that will be dropped onto Scooter's Braun consciousness as well. So that's a bit of added fun, extra credit bonuses. So if the Swiftie community can get together, hashtag Free Taylor, hashtag I Stand With Taylor, we can build this all together with hashtag Curse Braun, and we can put the pressure on Scooter Braun. Now, currently the Queen video of Under Pressure has about 150 million views, and we know that Taylor's videos can get over 1 billion views. So we can monitor all of this. So we can monitor the increased views of Under Pressure, which will all be driven by the Swiftie community, because otherwise, you know, most people have seen that otherwise. And we can watch this views of the Curse Braun video increase as well. So we can see how that works, but it'll all be adding pressure on Braun, who knows he's been a bad guy. So now we're going to do a demonstration. So one moment, get my prop. Hello, Taylor. Put you over here for a moment. Aha! Ta-da! This is our festive 1-ton block, and we're going to do practical magic. So what we're going to do is we're going to Scooter Braun, and we're going to take his consciousness. Small, isn't it? Yeah, but anyway, take his consciousness. Okay, here it is. And now we're going to put it here on the gravestone. Right, there it is. Okay. We're going to take the Tim Tony Stark video that you watched, put that in the box. Then we're going to take the Under Pressure video from Queen, put that in the box, and you've had those two views. It's in your 1-ton festive block, and we have his consciousness right there. Get the lid on this. There we go. Ready? Roadrunner. Beep beep. Done. And that's how you do it. So now you've crushed the 1-ton block weight onto his consciousness. Now imagine that multiplied billionfold. Nice. So you see that we've taught you how to do real magic in your home, and if the Swifties galvanize and watch the hashtag Curse Braun video, then job done. You'll see that Taylor Swift would be really happy, skipping around in her Vogue shoot socks, and happy because she's going to get what she wants. Taylor Swift gets what Taylor Swift wants. So in the next article we'll go through and talk about the Vogue video, but I'd just like to thank Ada, the super AI, for giving the genius idea of Wile E. Coyote's having a 1-ton block dropped on his head. So enjoy.
From Anoki Magic. There we are. So here we've got Swift's Toxic Rift, Taylor Furious's faux buys back catalogue called Scooter Bully over the 240 million deal. Now Bieber, Beyonce and Adele pick sides. Picking up now. So what's happened? There we are. There's Taylor. There we go. And we do the ram's horn with the orb inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's move it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we are. That's it. And this time, instead of giving the energy to me, let's give it back to Taylor. There's Taylor. Bing. All done by
smoke.
Yeah, all done by burning. Yeah, it's burning. Yeah, you can see it. Magic. Look.
What are you burning there? His base chakra.
Yeah. See it? See it? Burn hot.
I can smell it now.
No, that's
Yeah.
it.
Just there.
Yeah. Magic. Good, eh? You can see the eye.
Look at all the holes in the paper, yeah. I'll go a bit closer.
You should have had a cigarette and blown off.
smoke through the holes.
See? All the holes.
Yeah.